You know, a lot of people ask me when I'll reach for a flat-sided crankbait, and the answer normally that I have is typically it's either going to be one or two things. Either it's going to be fish that are real finicky and real inactive, like super cold weather or early spring or early parts of the year, or fish that are really high pressured. And typically that's going to be like in a clear water environment. You know, a lot of people think flat baits in this early part of the year, and they are great lures then, but they'll actually work year round if you'll put them to use. People also ask me, you know, when I choose to throw a plastic flat bait over a balsa one. These are my two favorite flat baits right here, the Jackal Bling 55, and then this is the Black Label Slim. Typically, what's going to dictate whether I throw the plastic or the wood is going to primarily be the type of environment that I'm going to fish in. I really like the plastic in real thick grass lakes. If you have like a lot of submerged hydrilla and things of that nature, real thick cover. I think the reason it works so well there is because the internal rattle chambers that it has, and also the hooks hitting a plastic bait creates a little bit more noise than what people realize too under the water. That water transmits that sound so well. I think the plastic bait actually will draw those fish out of that thick cover really well. I also will use the plastic bait in stained water, like early in the spring. If you get a lot of rain and you get a lot of runoff into a small creek that's normally clear, oftentimes I'll switch to a plastic bait with the rattles and the extra noise in that stained up water. I'm going to stick with the balsa most of the time in real clean water, or when I'm cranking just open water, if I'm just going down rock shorelines, things of that nature. But that's typically when I use flat baits the most. They're also really well in the summer and the fall. Once these fish have been fished for a tremendous amount all year, they've got real lure shy. You can take a flat bait a lot of times and cover water with it and catch fish that people are actually fishing right over. So that's flat baits in a nutshell for me. That's when I choose to use them. You know, if you're not fishing these baits other than just early in the year, you're missing out on some definitely fish catching opportunities.